New Zealand South Island Road Trip, Part 3 of 3, January 2023. Part 1 of this series covered the road trip from Christchurch to Picton to Nelson, Abel Tasman, Westport, Greymouth, Franz Joseph and Fox Glacier. It ended with a helicopter ride to the snow. This is part 3. It deals with Milford Sound, Dunedin and several small towns and attractions on the road back to Christchurch. Part 2 deals with the journey from Fox Glacier to Wanaka and Queenstown. New Zealand, South Island. We booked a day trip to Milford Sound. The Milford Sound trip was a full day. It started before 8 a.m. and ended after 8 p.m. The Sound is approximately 300 kilometres from Queenstown, hence an almost 5-hour coach trip each way. It featured several stops, including a snack stop at Te Anau. The road scenery is what you would expect: high mountains, lakes, rivers and wild country. If anyone cares, Milford Sound isn't a sound, it's a fjord. We left Queenstown under cloudy skies. We saw plenty of sheep. Float planes on Lake Te Anau, 344 kilometres squared, New Zealand's second largest lake. You stop at this little attraction. It wasn't at its best. Rugged, glaciated valleys.
Coming up to a location on the left-hand side, probably pretty tame.
We stopped to stretch our legs, surrounded by natural grandeur. We passed through this mountain in the hand-dug 1.2 kilometre Homer Tunnel. Started 1935, finished 1954. Our first sight of Milford Sound. Our boat and breathtaking scenery. Room for several boats. Mitre Peak.
We get an average 7 meters of right angle.
Mosses, shrubs and trees grow on the bare rock. When the trees get too heavy, the root mats fail and everything ends up in the water, leaving long-lasting scars. We travelled as far as the open sea and then returned. When it rains, as it does 200 days a year, waterfalls are everywhere. This is one of the few permanent falls. Returning back, the port facilities are dwarfed by the enormous mountains. We left Queenstown on our journey towards Dunedin. The country showed increasing agriculture. Vineyards became common. Cromwell, fruit growing region. The road follows Lake Dunstan. Lake Dunstan above the dam wall. Clyde Hydro Power Station on Lake Dunstan. Downstream of the Clyde Power Station, we visited an orchard shop and got the biggest, best cherries I ever tasted. The town of Roxburgh has a Scottish connection. Roxburgh Art Gallery. Entering Dunedin, named after settlers from Dundee and Edinburgh. From our hotel roof. At the Octagon, the town hall and cathedral to the rear. The Octagon, a popular party area. Part of a large city mall. A false facade. Main Street shops. Another mall. A leftover from an earlier time. 1930s Art Deco house. A classic newspaper building. A unique vehicle. The cathedral in a city of fine churches. A sadly distorted cathedral. A building detail from earlier times, the coat of arms of Britain. The new power. Chinese gardens. We visited the nearby Otago Peninsula. Portobello Village. A passing fishing boat. Boarding a nature cruise. The Monarch motors off. a huge mixed bird colony. Aotearoa Head's Lighthouse and Albatross Centre. The monarch returns. While waiting, I took a few bird pictures. We left Dunedin and travelled north in the direction of Christchurch. We stopped at the small port town of Timaru for a snack, but ended up liking it. Some people loved to pose. The biggest golf ball I ever saw. A classic old building getting a paint job. His Majesty's Customs, 1902. Same style. Perhaps 1920s. The facade is very different from the rest of the building. District Council Clock Tower. Just yet another closed bank. After Timaru, we continued up the highway to Christchurch, where our journey began. For images of there, please check out the first video. If you like this mixture of stills and video, I have many others covering many countries over a wide period of time. No adverts or requests for funding. Please like and subscribe so that others can see this.